Hey guys, Red here. Today with blue, pink, and green. And today we're going to be talking about the first games we've ever played. And I don't know about you guys, but like the first game I remember playing is actually between two because I'm not exactly sure what came out. I was like 4 years old, but Super Mario 3 and Battletoads.
Okay, one, Battletoads, what the fuck is that? And
I'll
two,
explain.
I'm pretty sure you and I, like, growing up, me and you always played Super Mario 3 because it was in your mom's house, like, on
Yep,
11th Street or
she
10th Street or some shit.
she loved Mario. She would speed run the original Mario. She was the one that like would show me all like the secret levels and
Yeah,
like passageways and stuff. I
yeah.
don't know. Green Pink. Have you guys heard of Battletoads?
I've never heard of
Think so,
Battletoads.
no.
It was also on the Super Nintendo. And there were like three or four like turtles. They were kind of like Ninja Turtles, but they would like shoot and stuff.
Fucking knockoff.
and and then this was in the late '90s, but I remember being like 4 years old, and my mom and dad would always have parties and stuff, and I would just get to like hang out in their room with the Super Nintendo and just playing those two games, and I could never get past the second level.
It's
I've only
really,
got past once, but
it's
by
really
myself.
funny because you're just like, oh yeah, this is a reward. I get to chill in a room while my parents deal with adult stuff, and just, and in realistic, you're getting locked in a room, like your
Well,
parents get fucked up.
well, you know how like the Super Nintendo games where they wouldn't work and you have to like blow them, but I guess you weren't supposed to, but that's what you would did. You would do,
No,
right? You would blow them.
you always blow them. Who gives
Yeah,
a
but no,
damn
but
if
you're
you're
not supposed to.
Oh, it's
But like,
2020. Now we realize that we shouldn't have blown in fucking cartridges. Shut the fuck up.
but like, our Battletoads was like really messed up and would freeze all the time. And like, I just have vivid memories of leaving and like walking through with just a whole bunch of grown ups trying to find my parents, more specifically my dad. So like, I need you to fix this all the time.
But I thought about it, and I think the first game, because I was like mooched off my brother because he was older than me, so he always had the
Yeah.
game systems and everything. Uh, I think the first game I can possibly think of is Killer Instinct for the 64. It's practically a Mortal Kombat game, so it's just like a fighting, like 1v1 platform fighting game. Fucking loved it for some reason, because just in the beginning, like when you start up the game, it's just Killer Instinct, and it's a fond memory of mine.
So like a 1v1 fighting game.
Yeah, exactly like Mortal Kombat and Street
How old were
Fighter. Uh, I gotta say like 7. I don't remember much games like way back then.
Yeah, I know where I'm at. It was like the first game that I remember like really getting like involved with would be like the OG Halos. And those would be like my all-nighters on weekends and coming home because I actually met friends from across like the country, so as they say,
Mhm.
like we would band up and or what is it? Not band up, group together and just go fucking ham on some multiplayer. So
Do you
that's what I
recall how
remember.
old you were around then?
Oh, I mean, I wasn't too young, probably like 13, 14. I'd always played games before then. Like I remember like a neighbor of mine having like GoldenEye, and I'd go over there and watch him play and play with him a little bit, but I never really had like a lot of video games growing up.
Mm. Yeah,
But
my dad loved video games, so I always had
yeah,
that growing up.
I had what's it I had a I think it was a Sega Genesis. Um, I had I think there was an Atari one. I can't remember what it was called. And then
Tetris?
but like what is it? Tetris. No, there was a console similar to Dreamcast, but it was kind of like it was a different like brand. It was like kind of just one of the original consoles. So I mean I
Okay, I used
had
to have a
one of those.
Genesis.
Yeah, the Genesis, and so like I played like different games on those, but I never really like, got into them, or they weren't really mine, if you will. So
You know, thinking about it, it's actually kind of weird, like how like different systems they had. Where now it's
oh
kind of like just the main three, in PC.
yeah.
You
Yep.
think about.
Don't
What
forget
about you,
about the
Pink?
Switch. Main 4.
Yeah, well,
Well,
yeah,
like
no, the main three. You got Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo.
Yep.
Well, then you said
Sony,
PC.
Microsoft,
And
Nintendo.
then,
so
and I
it's,
said the main three plus the PC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that's it.
oh, I didn't hear the +3 either. So,
Oh. But yes, but what about you, Pink?
well, I kind of have a similar thing to Dylan, where like my older brother, because he was always my babysitter when my mom would work,
Oh, that's how
and
it
so
goes.
and so we had the N64, and what I like the very first game I remember playing, or even like him just handing me a controller not plugged in, but me thinking I'm playing at 4, was NASCAR, and
The
he would
fuck?
when he did let me when he did let me play, he would basically just tell me, just drive backwards and run into everybody except for me, okay?
That's fucked.
So,
He used you as a
That's
buffer.
You are a pawn in
so
his chess game.
yeah.
That's
So
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Oh
That's like the
man.
very first like game and like gameplay I remember doing when I was really, really young. And we'd have like frosted flakes and there's a picture of me and him both like on a couch and I'm like in the mid chew and then we're both looking at my mom because she was taking a picture. It was really funny. We have the big Nintendo 64 controllers in our laps and stuff. It
Um,
That
was,
that would
it
seems
was
like a
fun.
rite of passage. You know, if you grow up with siblings where you give the younger one the controller that's not plugged in.
yeah,
Just
Yeah.
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 Uh,
He
but
didn't trust me at first.
with the like, not including mooching off my brother and his systems and everything, my first game system was unfortunately like way down the line when I got a little bit older was the Xbox 360. That was my own. That's what I like. I don't want to say started up on because like my brother barely played the GameCube and I loved the GameCube. Like my
I
first,
would come sleep over at your house and we'd just play fucking GameCube all
I
night, bro.
fucking love
In
GameCube.
your basement.
Yeah,
I
hell yeah,
love the
GameCube
dude.
was dope.
GameCube.
Yeah, my sister had a GameCube and I loved playing it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I love
Same.
It
And
was a lot
You
of
know, I
fun.
still have that attachment that you can put in your GameCube, so you can put a Game Boy Color
hell yeah,
game on
dude.
there. I still have it.
Nice.
Oh, Game
It's
Boy was
dope.
also that was the shit too. I
Well, I
had
was
one
gonna
of them.
say,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I
Blue,
guess. Yeah.
you had Game Boys and stuff.
Yeah, I had Game Boy Color Advanced and like everything up until like the 3DS. But like I don't know, I don't consider that. That was just like
But yeah, like system. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are more like
Or handheld.
yeah.
But one of my favorite games for the GameCube was Sonic Adventures 2. Fucking love that game just because like you could like have a chow world where they're like your little pets and you feed them and try to get different types of chows. Oh, I love that game.
Dude, I remember that. I remember you showed me like your brothers too and stuff.
Yeah, because he had like an
What-
underworld.
you said
and
that was
shit.
the second Sonic?
Yep, it's Sonic
I
Adventures
always
2.
wondered.
It's funny because it's on PlayStation now. You can get it on PlayStation.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's just crazy.
Take a look at that.
Downloading it now.
yeah, right.
Because it was the Chow World was so cool, and
Mhm.
you took like care of them and like
Yeah.
trained them and stuff.
And like
right?
in the first level they had that killer ass song, dude. I can't remember it, but it was so fucking bomb. But going back to the 360, my first the first two games I got with the console that it was like a bundle, like you get this Xbox, you get two games, was Lego Batman and some like ATV racing, which I fell in love with the ATV racing.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. Mine was a combo. It was Lego Indiana Jones and Kung Fu Panda.
Hell yeah.
And the same one with
Hell
my
yeah.
Nice.
360 that I got.
I
But
I
and
got
then
my
that's
shit
when
for
I started
Christmas.
playing World at War. When I had my 360, and I was in middle school. And
I never
like
grew up with Xbox. I never grew up with it. Like nobody in my family ever. Like my brother got the PlayStation, and then he got like every PlayStation after that.
it's like 2,
And
3, and all that.
yeah, and
When
like
you're
he's
growing
had every single one. So I kind of, and then same with my dad. He did the same thing where he got the PlayStation 1. And me and my stepsister loved playing that thing. We always played Tomb Raider. Or well, she played it, and then she'd let me play sometimes. But my brother would always let me play Grand Theft Auto. And
Oh, yeah.
that game got me into playing video games. And then I got the GameCube. Was like my first like my own system. Like my mom bought it for me. And I played Monkey Ball, and
I love Monkey Ball.
I
it's
totally
on
forgot.
Oh,
Totally
dude, I
forgot
used to
about
get
it.
that from
I
Family
love Monkey
Video.
Ball.
Like rented all the time. That you
Yeah.
can rent one
Dude,
game, Monkey Ball.
Remember when McDonald's had the fucking GameCube systems?
Yeah,
Oh,
that in the
absolutely.
playroom, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. But I like the one game that like really got me like into video games was actually The Sims on GameCube. The Sims like 1.
My older.
I don't wanna.
You can do it, Blue.
Hey guys, Blue here. I'm a dumbass, and throughout this video, you're gonna hear a bunch of clicking or whatever. I'm breaking a plastic egg because I'm fucking ADHD prone, and so when you hear the clicking, I'm not clipping my toenails or something. I'm fucking breaking an egg like this. Oh, I can't do it. Now I feel like a liar. Oh, there it goes. So I apologize for the audio.
Sister got me and my younger sister into Sims, and like she knew all the cheat codes and stuff. So we
Yep.
would always bother her like, "Hey, can you give us money and all this stuff so we can just
Yep.
build stuff?"
Yeah, that's what I love doing.
What got me to fall in love? Like I mentioned before, my dad loved games too, and so like once the like PS2 came around, he loved RPG games and like strategy games, and he used to play like Sudoku 3 and 4 and Final Fantasy. And so like whenever I got the chance, I would play those games, and then I would just play those games for hours, and I fell in love with that whole genre and like way of gaming. And that's what like I'm so excited for Elder Scrolls 6 to come out. It's like the one thing I'm looking forward to.
You guys like Guitar Hero?
Oh yeah, I
me
loved
fucking
Guitar
well, I
Hero.
prefer Rock Band, but I mean I love both.
I remember on when Renzo lives in a house, and yeah,
The one and only time.
yeah. He had Rock Band, and then we always went over there, and his family was always playing it. And Renzo was just like, "I call the drums."
That was my favorite. Dude.
He was just like arms flailing, like
Going fucking ham on those.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that shit. I had similar situation where like I grew up with a bunch of like older adults, pretty much.
Yeah.
So they had Guitar Hero, so we'd always like take turns just fucking jamming out to that shit, and they loved it, and I loved going just absolute ham because I was toot my own horn, but I was the best of like our little group, so they would just love just like watch me go, and obviously there'd be alcohol involved on their sake, and then
Oh yeah.
so I would be
yeah.
like they would just kind of start doing their own thing, and I'm just sitting there just fucking jamming out to Guitar Hero, trying to just
and
get
they're just
as
jamming
good
out,
as
listening,
possible.
bobbing in their head and shit.
Yeah, because it's all like songs that they enjoy. It's Guitar
Oh,
Hero,
yeah,
so
right?
It's all
Yeah,
rock
for real.
songs and shit. So they're like, hell yeah.
Yeah, because
You know?
before that, when my dad would have like his brothers and like my uncles and just cousins over, and they would drink, they would always play music. So like when that came out, that was something that we could be a part of and play while they
Exactly.
would drink.
Yeah,
And
we're
I remember
fucking
like
performing while they're having a good time.
oh yeah, my dad loved to sing, but I like like it'll be like the end of the night and everyone like gone home, and it's just like so my dad's drunk and I'm there with him, and then so he would sing, and I would like play the guitar or whatever, and that's when he would get too drunk, and he was like, all right, we're going for like perfect scores and stuff, and that's when I would like he wanted me to try like medium for like first time, and I had to keep restarting. He's like, nope, start again, because when you mess up, it'll mess up the song. He was like, no, we gotta try it again. It sucked, but eventually I was able to do it.
I literally, I don't want to say I sucked at. No, I guess I can only do medium. Like anything past that was way too fucking hard for me. If you get that fifth button involved, I'm fucked. Like I just.
There was a
I
point
can
in
do when
time
it
where I
first
can
comes
hit
in.
like
Yeah.
expert and shit. Where I was just fucking knocking them. Some of the easier songs, like I remember Guitar Hero 3 had like if you had like bonus songs and what is it, like Dragonfire or something like that. I can't remember the fucking name of the song, but it was just stupid.
Or you could do
it
like bass, so it's not like as intense as
Well, yeah,
guitar.
you can do bass, but like Guitar Hero 3, they would have like bonus songs, and they were like purposely just stupid. Like if you YouTube them, you would see just like you literally would have to like some people would tie a rubber band down on like the green button and then use the rest of it, and it just would still be damn near impossible.
Fuck.
How do you do that shit?
I've known one person in real life that like could do expert like perfectly.
Yeah,
Only missing like just a few, and it's like watching him play is just crazy.
it's intense.
Dude, my
It
fucking
is.
I love
brother-
that. That was a
it
challenge
was-
for me.
My fucking.
Did you guys
brother
ever
was
play on the
killer.
controller? Like,
No, I always
like,
had the.
had to do that.
Renzo, I think you
Yeah.
made me try to do it because you only had one guitar, and I started.
Yeah,
playing it.
like that's what we do. If you only have like one guitar and stuff like that. I went to a game store here in town, and I saw that they were selling like Guitar Hero and Rock Band. I was like, "Do you guys have like the guitars and drums?" And they did. I was like, "What?"
Here in
I'm-
town,
know
which
that.
one?
uh,
Of course.
yeah.
I am genuinely curious. Okay. Before I hit that point, have you ever played DJ Hero when that came out?
Dylan, I still have yours. or your
Oh
brothers.
wow,
I still have it.
Wow.
with the little turntable and everything.
that's fucking crazy.
That's awesome.
I genuinely love that because they put two songs together and it just always fucking bopped. It was so cool.
Yeah, and you got to be like a DJ and stuff. It was
Yeah.
it was Blues Brothers, and he got mad at him and he gave it to me. And I kept it ever since.
Fucking but I am genuinely curious why they don't remake it. I'm sure there's a reason behind it if I just Google it, but like, why haven't they remake Guitar Hero? Because like with updated songs, dude, that shit would fucking sell.
I know,
Have you
like
guys
kind of
ever
like
played
just like
Beat
that.
Saber?
I think it because of the
I've
legal
tried
issue.
it. Yeah.
It's getting like all of they have to sit here and go through. You gotta think about it. You gotta make sure like every artist and copyright is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh.
for specifics, if you look up like Post Malone, they go up to Post Malone and be like, "Dude, you want to be on Guitar Hero?" I'm pretty sure majority of people would be like, "Yeah, dude, bring back fucking."
It
Guitar
depends on
Hero."
how much they're going to get paid. That's why a lot of people have actually taken their stuff off of Spotify because apparently Spotify takes too much.
Hmm.
And
I
like
can
that
see
stuff. Like some people don't get what they would expect they would get.
Yeah.
Pink,
So
did you ask a question like right before we got onto the money thing?
yeah, I mean like Beat Saber. I
Oh
really
yeah,
like
Beat
playing
Saber.
Beat
That's what it was.
Saber. Beat Saber is pretty
My
fun.
my cousin loves that. I
I
tried
know it's
that. I see some
Yeah.
of these people that go crazy on there, like on TikTok or whatever, and just like
Hmm.
going all the different directions. Like, oh man,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of fun. I have it
Don't
with my
you?
VR.
that's
Okay.
one of the things you wear the VR. Yeah.
Hmm.
I was gonna ask if
Yeah,
you needed VR for that.
Oh, I found my VR by the way.
you
It's in the
do.
box.
You have a VR.
Nice.
Me?
The
Yeah.
Fire and Flames by Dragon Force. That's the name of the song.
Isn't that song about the devil and shit?
Yeah.
Where it's like,
That's
It's just look it up if you ever like were genuinely curious and just YouTube and like through the Fire and Flames on Guitar Hero
Fire and
3,
flames.
and you like it's like on the hardest mode. It's legitimately impossible, but people do it because it was a fun game, but yeah.
games have taken such a crazy turn though, if you think about it. Like even
everyone
like
go to Battle
VR and
Royale.
stuff. It's crazy. Well, yeah, everything is going
I
to
think Battle Royale is just the easiest to like. I don't know why I play it because it's just the easiest game to like just get into, play a couple hours, and be like, okay, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
just get a few matches
what's-
in.
what's-
and
Yeah,
what's
I mean,
the
like
game?
it was like a brand new take of like a multiplayer, compared to like just team deathmatch
It was
or like those
groundbreaking.
objective.
I will
Yeah.
not argue that it is groundbreaking, but the fact that like
It just
everybody-
sucked. Like everybody
It's
like
been
jumped on it.
Battle Royales have been around for a hot minute. I feel like it's as of late has been like you said. It's just been like it's come up more because I think it might be like an
Isn't-
attention span thing.
Isn't PUBG like the one who
I was gonna say,
originated?
H1Z1, I believe, was like one of the
H1Z1.
original.
I have that on my PlayStation
really?
right now.
I thought
I
PUBG
believe-
came first on PC.
Yeah, see, I thought PUBG came out first
I could
because
be wrong. It's
I
either
played
or,
PUBG, then I played H1Z1,
Never
but
even
I'm not
heard of it.
exactly sure.
I played H1Z1 when it came out on
It-
PlayStation.
Um,
I hated
but yeah,
it.
it was PUBG then Fortnite, and
Yeah.
the only reason why I hated PUBG was because it was like on the Xbox and the PC, but it came out on PS4 last, so I didn't get a chance to play it yet.
Oh yeah, you're right. PUBG was the first in early 2017. Oh, I feel like it. They were
Wow,
around
it's
for
only been
longer.
VRs have only
like
been around
4
for
years.
4 years.
That's crazy.
Like I remember like you were getting really into Blackout, Black Ops 4, dude.
Oh my
That
god,
was
yeah.
nice. 'Cause it was not like
That's
Warzone where like,
crazy.
it was just about like what you picked up and stuff.
Yeah.
You can like make free classes and
All right, so here's a question: what did Apex do to make it better than every other one?
Oh,
In
man.
your
Well,
opinion?
first off, Apex isn't the best of all. Like, if you take cheating away from Warzone is single-handedly like the best one.
Well,
And I
is
think-
that
really
opinion or is that stats?
I still prefer Apex over Warzone.
I mean,
I like it,
everyone's
but it's
gonna
not
have their
the cheating.
preference, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm talking
that's
about
because
sales
like
and shit.
I love Titanfall. I love the Titanfall series.
and
And,
that's why a lot of the Apex players.
Yeah, because when it was actually leaked, Apex, they were like, "Oh, it's a Titanfall battle royale," and people didn't believe in
Mhm.
stuff like that. And it was Apex, because they're part of the same universe and stuff.
Yep.
And and the reason why I love it is because I love like the movement and the mechanics of that game,
Mhm.
and um, it was still more realistic than Fortnite was, but
Mhm.
not as realistic as PUBG, and it was having all those like troubles with like loading in, like the background and stuff. You'd be walking like hitting something that was invisible because it hasn't like fully loaded yet. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and just like where everyone's characters are the same. The only difference was cosmetic. So it's all about your skill and like the weapons you find, stuff like that, compared to like Warzone, where if you level up your guns, you have your class, and then your gun would be better than someone else's gun. But that's if you get your loadout. But
I think
but
it
don't get
takes
me
like
wrong, I still love Warzone. I love Call of Duty.
Warzone
yeah.
is my favorite.
yeah, I prefer Warzone,
I think
but
overall game.
Apex has a lot of like fun little things. Like I know when I worked at Box Lunch, it when we started selling Apex stuff, I mean the shirts were awesome. Everything about it was awesome and fun because you had like Pathfinder with his little bird and everything, and then you had
Mm-hmm.
Lucio, or no, that's
No,
Overwatch,
you're
sorry.
talking about
But
Overwatch.
no,
And I think you're talking about Bastion
and
with this little bird.
That's what I
sorry,
was thinking.
no, Pathfinder has like a little birdie thing too that he
No,
talks to. Yeah,
no. He
uh-huh.
gets attacked by Bloodhound's Raven.
No, I swear he like
No,
whatever.
Place a bet.
yeah,
But
you're thinking
Place
there's
a bet.
Overwatch, yo.
whatever. But I mean, we did sell a lot of Apex stuff, but they had a lot of like fun little like the sayings that some of the characters say and the
Yeah.
keychains and like all that stuff. And I think because it aims at like a wider range of clientele. I mean, because you could be any age playing that and not feel stupid.
Hmm.
Um, whereas with Fortnite, I started playing Fortnite like when it first came out, and I was super excited. I was like, "Oh, this is so fun!" And then like all the little kids started taking over, and that's when like you started having the fun little dances and like the songs and
That shit
just
did get
like
goofy fast, dude.
yeah, it did, and it seemed like because they were aiming more towards like not children by any means, but just a younger
Definitely children.
Yeah,
audience.
definitely.
Fortnite? Yeah, oh yeah.
that's
Fortnite was
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
yeah.
yeah, and then you have Warzone, which to me, I mean, yeah, children play it, but to me, that's like a more adultish game, and Apex just feels like it can go either way, and I
Yeah.
think that's why
And
it's so
like
fun.
I'm really glad though that they started adding other stuff like, arenas
Hmm.
into Apex.
Yeah, there was
Um
a time where it felt like Apex was gonna kind of like fall off if they
mhm.
didn't start adding new content. I remember that around like
Well,
season
yeah,
2 or 3, it was like, oh no, it's just the end of Apex, and they started
no
actually
new
trying.
maps,
EA
nothing.
kept doing shit to like keep it, and I mean it's still relevant now, season 10. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think that's also what keeps it going too, is that they do. I think they
they are
realize
adding
like,
characters.
oh, we need to do this because this game did that and it was really popular, and then they do it,
The people
and
who
like,
make the games should just genuinely listen to the
The
players.
communities and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
yes,
I
And I
think
would
definitely.
say that's one of the things that bothers me about Warzone is that like you go so long without them like really doing much with their battle royale, compared
Yeah,
to
and then
like changing the map and stuff like that.
when it does update, it's like 30 something gigabytes. And it's like great.
it's just every like game in general, but I think in general it with yeah, any battle royals. I lost my train of thought.
Oh, I think keeping it fresh, because yeah, otherwise yeah,
Yeah,
it can get stale pretty
and
yeah, I
it's
fast.
mean,
also it's a moneymaker too. So they're gonna do
Hmm.
that there, where they're gonna add like especially specifically Warzone, and like the developers there, like they're gonna add the new guns that are gonna make them OP and stuff, so people
Get
buy
them right
them, so they
away.
can have that
Yeah.
advantage. And then once people complain enough about them, they nerf them. So like there's been times where they've released guns and they're like, whoops, probably done a little too hard, we're gonna nerf them right away. So like they do listen, but um I agree that
It's still like a business kind of thing,
Yeah, I
They
mean,
yeah, they still gotta
make their
they
money,
gotta make their
especially for
cheddar.
games like Apex where it was free, like free to download kind of thing.
Yeah, Warzone's the same, so they're gonna make money off of
Yeah.
it somehow. And when you think about like battle royales, like it's Apex and Warzone. Like even now, people are like, is Halo gonna drop a battle royale? Is
Oh, because yeah, like
Battlefield gonna drop a battle royale? Like, is
Battlefield
this a
actually
thing?
their last game came out with a battle royale,
Yeah,
Firestorm. I was like,
but
oh,
that
what the
wasn't
fuck?
even
But yeah,
exactly.
and and like everyone started doing battle royales, but it's like now everyone's doing battle passes.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah, no
every
matter what
single
game, it's a
game has
battle
a
pass.
fucking battle pass, dude.
But I
Yeah, I
think
mean
it
they got to
keeps it
make their money
competitive.
somehow.
I
I
guess.
Yeah.
think money, and it keeps it competitive and keeps gamers in with it
Yeah,
because
but
they want
like
something to achieve.
that game that Pink and I play, Vigor. I like how they did their battle pass, where like all the free stuff was like their in-game currency and like loot boxes and stuff, and the premium battle pass that you pay for is just all cosmetics. So like everybody got the benefits, and you just paid more if you want to support it, kind of thing. I thought that was really cool of them to do that, compared the other way around.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I agree.
that's all the time we have today, guys. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to drop a like and hit that sub button. Thank you.